things that
Pentagon
weren't
officer
ours.
explains
We had
technology
no idea
behind
we were allowed to,
UFOs
and
Part
frankly,
1.
were displaying beyond next generation technology. For that reason, we decided to stick with two fundamental questions: what is it, and how does it work? And figured if we could make some progress even in one of those areas, that would be considered a victory for us. And then hopefully at some point in the future, let smarter people figure out where is it from, what are the intentions, who's behind the wheel, and whatnot.
What is it? How does it work? Did you come to any conclusions or at least a best current assessment regarding either of those?
We did with one of them. We had some very smart people, scientifically focused individuals with incredible and impeccable credentials, come up with some very interesting theories. And to the best of our knowledge, that we actually may be a little bit closer to understanding some of the physics and how. So what it is, we still don't know, but I think we are well underway on a path of figuring out how it works and what are the physics involved.
What are the physics involved?
So there's five fundamental observables that, when put in the totality of this phenomenon, really help us appreciate why this is something that is certainly not our own technology. And so the first one is instantaneous acceleration, the ability to go from point A to point B and change directions fairly rapidly. To put that into context, the average human being can withstand about 9G forces for a short period of time before we start experiencing negative biological consequences, redouts, blackouts, etc. To put that into contrast, an F-16, which is one of our most highly maneuverable aircraft, can perform about 17 Gs before you start having structural failure. Wings begin to snap off. The objects we're seeing are doing 3, 4, 5, 600 Gs, obviously well beyond the healthy limitations of anything to withstand. The next observable is hypersonic velocity. So let's take this pen again, and this is our airplane. Hypersonic velocities are those speeds that are described at Mach 5 or above. Now, we do have aircraft that can do that, and we have some missiles and some technology. The space shuttle, for example, to get to escape velocity would have to go much faster than that. The SR-71 can, let's say, at 3,200 miles an hour, if it wanted to make a left-hand turn, would take about half the state of Ohio to do it. And yet the things we're seeing are doing not 3,200 miles an hour, but 8, 9, 10, 11,000 miles an hour in our low atmosphere and able to do these crazy right angle turns. So that's something pretty obviously.
And you saw this. You saw this.
Yes.
You witnessed this, and that's how you're able to calculate the speeds and maneuverabilities, is because you saw things move that fast.
Well, we calculated through also additional information. So it wasn't just seeing is believing. It's through radar data. There's historical radar data that we have that goes many decades, where these things have been clocked doing 13, 14, 15,000 miles an hour, not just by one radar, multiple radars. The third observable is a bit of an oxymoron, but it's low observability. Now, to put that